This video I talked about the end of an era of Marvel and why we should start looking forward to even more DC and looking back to the past and having more appreciation. This came from one of the comments from one of the posts I put about BVS, and one guy had said, Avengers, kids idolise Avengers, but as they grow up they realise that BVS makes more sense. Wow, I like that comment. You know, you can try and think with it so many different ways. Basically, you know, Avengers is just for the kiddies, but BVS, you know, that is the movie that you appreciate more as you get older. It existed. And why I bring this subject up is because for many reasons. One, we're constantly talking. People, it's the one debate that's been going on since its release. BVS. Why are people still talking about it? Why are people putting it constantly in the post? Now the argument is, well, you could say because it's great. Some people say no, we talk about it because it's the opposite of that. We can then go and talk about how it's a film of art and it's meant to have this thing going where you know it's good to hate and good to love, but but it's full of controversy, just like in the film that people will talk about. Maybe people had hopes it would be this, but it turned out to be that way. But no matter what it was a risk. And it may be one of these films now that when you watch it over and over again or rediscover it, you find something different, you find something new. And as I say, but after, the Avengers Endgame, when there's hardly any other heroes out there that you might want to try, you suddenly go into a DVD shop and see BVS and say, well, I've seen all the other hero movies now that I'll try this one. Now, because you're older and mature and probably the right sort, you'll watch it and go, wow. That's the sort of impact the BVS or Man of Steel even has. It's this new way of looking at heroes, and I think it's going to be, these films will constantly be talked about because they are so unique that they can stand on their own, and they're not tainted by films that came on before, because there is nothing like these movies. Certainly there's been Superman movies, but not like Man of Steel. There's so far to date, there's never been a Man of Steel and Batman movie before. All in the one. And if you talk about animated, well, there's never been a Batman like this before. There's never been a Superman on the edge of despair before. Well, to sacrifice himself before. So these films, these sacrifices, the death of a hero came before anything that Marvel had done. No hero had sacrificed himself for the world rather than Superman did. And not only that, it was the possibility of what could have followed that movie. We hear talks about Zack Snyder's Batman willing to sacrifice himself because probably he felt the guilt of how Superman, and how wrong he was for that, for his treatment and that, and the fact that Superman, sacrificed himself. And you saw a little bit in the Justice League how Bruce Wayne felt about the loss of a guy, but because his brain wasn't in the right place, because it was being manipulated. There are so many reasons why these films will constantly be talked about, because like it, love it, hate it, these are the films, like so many classic movies, will be referred to, will be talked about, and as time goes by, more and more people will rediscover them. And sadly, I can't say anything about a Marvel film, because you know what you're getting with a Marvel film. There's nothing new in those movies. Nothing yet to discover. No bold steps were taken. It was just a simple cartoon series. And whether you hate it and you feel you want to talk about it, right? That's just you feeding the interest of those people around you. How do you think Captain Marvel done so well? By people posting how bad the actress is by saying this. You yourself is promoting this film. And that will mean BVS will constantly live out and live longer than any other superhero movie. Besides Man of Steel. Because Man of Steel gave us a man that was more than just two-dimensional. They gave us a man with despair, with hope, with sorrow. Man of Steel gave us, what it is to be a man, what it is to be human. And these films, well, for me, thankfully now, the end of Marvel will be rediscovered. And I hope you guys out there will constantly share these movies with other people and convince other people to give it a try. Tell them it's not like anything you've ever seen before. And this is DC Vigilante. That's my truth.